Yeah, we have a very special Monday night series for you guys. Welcome in. I am Code Red Dew, and we'll get a chance to have Soaps join me later on. But yet tonight is going to be a very first time because we usually get a chance to do something different, and tonight we get a chance to start something different. That's right, we're going to be at the beautiful Daytona International Speedway, but we're not just racing. No, we are road course racing. That is right. For the very first time ever, we're going to be doing the Gran Turismo 7 series here on YouTube. It's going to be a lot of fun. We usually been doing a little bit of F1 to the NASCAR series, but now we get a chance to bring in some Gran Turismo for you guys. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have some regular guys that you guys will see. You guys will see always Joker. You'll see Fluffy. You'll see Ubi. We'll see, of course, Fire Slayer. We'll see Ghost. We'll see a lot of incredible individuals. Dolgen, Nobes, J. Cole, and of course, Warner as well. So, I mean, a lot of great drivers. So much in store for you guys. And I cannot wait to get a chance to call my first ever Daytona road course race. I got a chance to practice with a couple of guys yesterday, and they are ready. They're going to be having a lot of fun. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be an awesome race to get a chance to call. I'm very excited because, you know what, hey, this is going to be different. We get a chance to see these guys racing in the Mustangs, the Genesis. I mean, everything. And yet, at this time, please help me welcome in my broadcast partner, my brother from another mother, the Georgia man himself, Mr. Masopes. Soaps, how's it going, brother?
Pretty good, man. I'm really excited to get this going here. Gr.4 tonight's going to be a 21-lap race. As we can see now, if you want to not enter the course, sorry, do not enter the course.
Spectate?
Don't do that. I don't believe we can, yeah, we could spectate now, I believe, can't we?
Yeah, we can. And of course, this is going to be different. Let's go ahead and get a chance to have the race info on here. We'll display all that. So I think these drivers are currently out on their practice laps, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. We're still sort of in a qualifying session, I believe. Or actually, this might be the live qualifying session here, as we see Fluffy Sachs with the pole position, provisional pole right now, the 157.3. I know the guys in the McLaren's, Joker and I believe the Ghost. I'm not sure if they've set their hot laps yet, but those guys are really quick here tonight. I think they're targeting 156s, possibly low 155s as well, later on into the run with lower fuel. If you check out Fluffy Sachs right here, this is just a beautiful scheme that he's got on his Ford Mustang, racing for, I believe it's Riley's team. I have to check the team name here on that really quickly.
Yeah.
But just what a beautiful scheme. Check out that scheme right there. That is amazing. Got the 1448 both on there. It's 1448 Racing, actually. Racing Ford. Gr.3, that's Riley's team. Beautiful Ford Mustang from Fluffy. Oh, as he overdrives the corner there. Car kind of slips out from underneath him.
I'm going to go
check out
the Ghost,
check out the Ghost, yeah. Let's check out the Ghost here. Just 2/10 off Fluffy's time. Oh, Dolgen also getting up there. Now, or excuse me, not 2/10, second. Looks like 17/10 off of Joker's time now, who just put the pole out.
That is a very beautiful
scheme. Going around.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, Ghost. I really like the gold livery there. The Guinness. Shout out Dalator. You know, if he's going to tune into this race at some point, he'll really like this livery ran by the Ghost here. The Ghost's been a long-term staple in NASCAR here, showing his Gr.4 skills in the McLaren. Yeah. Currently on his outlap. Joker with the provisional pole here. Let's check out his scheme. The St. Gloria. This is an interesting scheme.
Yeah, this is. And of course, definitely, I want to go ahead and go through the field real quick. I'm going to go through Nobes. And definitely I want to point out is that I love the action, the shots that we're getting right now. These are very unique, very comfortable, and of course, how often do you ever get a chance to call a road course race like here at Daytona? We tried that with Ignition, and of course that ended up falling straight downhill. But with Soaps, we actually get a chance to call a very unique race because we practiced this yesterday, and the drivers are going to have to be aware of the penalties here.
Actually, I don't think they are. Oh, it's Joker gets way out of the way of these guys on their hot laps. The Ghost, Dolgen as well. The penalties system is a little bit changed here. We noticed that at some of these tracks that the penalties just seem to come at the wrong time, the wrong situation, where maybe a driver wasn't really warranted a penalty. So I believe Riley has turned those off for this race. Still, though, you were highly encouraged to race the course to the fullest extent, but stay on track. If you're seen abusing the track limits, of course, that'll be a situation that, the admins may have a conversation about after the race. So I just hope everyone's aware of that. But also, we just don't want somebody to maybe mess up a corner here, like maybe Jason Cole driving in really deep into turn one. He could have got a penalty for that if they were on, and that's just not necessary for someone that's making a mistake, I believe.
Yeah, and of course he pretty much went inside pit road. Looks like we got a car with flashing lights, and that would be Ubi. That will be our pace car, really unique pace car there. So Warner, we see Tail Chaser. I think this is my first time ever get a chance to see him in Hennessy. You know any details about Tail Chaser?
I'm not. That is Trout. That is a Trout. That's the man himself. You might want to go to the replay options and click down to display as online IDs there.
Display as online. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank
that'll
you.
Give you that'll give you the PSN. That's a Trout. Long time no see. A Trout used to drive the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing back in NASCAR Season 1. The current team that I own. Trout made it to the Final Four that year. He was a staple driver. I'm very honored to be able to drive that 18 car next year in the Cup Series. So that's going to be really fun as well. Hopefully he'll be around, to race this Gr.4 league. I think he's very good. Oh, and we do have the green flag here, I believe, from Riley. So should be going green soon, any time now. Yeah. I believe if we just stay in spectate mode, we'll be able to stay on that. We'll probably start the race on our pole sitter here, always Joker. Oh, he's got the anime girl on the side of his McLaren. What a beautiful scheme there from Joker. Just kind of a troll attempt, I believe.
I definitely think Heredia would definitely approve of that. As we see, the cars are lined up, and of course, looks like Ubi's going to be in our pace car driver, so we'll let the drivers get a chance to experience that, and of course, we'll get a chance to see the race itself. It's going to be a lot of fun. 21 laps here at the beautiful Daytona road course. I mean, we cannot wait. So we definitely do appreciate you guys for spending your Monday nights with us. And of course, I'm hearing the lights are off, but the thing is that Riley's going to be a pace car driver. So we'll get a chance to do that. Like I mentioned before, I mean, we get a chance to call a Daytona road course, and I want to get a chance to ask your thoughts. What is going to be the strategy here?
I'm not really sure, as we see some of these guys taking off here, letting the pace car get out in front of them here. I'm not really quite sure what the strategy is going to be. I think it's going to definitely be either a one-stop or a two-stop for most of these guys. You're seeing, I believe a lot of these guys could be starting on mediums as well, and we're not really sure the tire that these gentlemen are on tonight. I don't believe we have that option to see that, which is quite unfortunate, but
yeah.
Maybe we do. Who knows?
Honestly, I don't really think we do. I mean, you can check and see. I mean, like, you can look at the replay options, but I don't think it'll let you. All the thing we've been given is the chat and, of course, the replay options. And, of course, we get a chance to experience some very unique racing. Of course, Riley is our safety car, or pace car. I'm about to say safety car, but we'll get the drivers, get a chance to see how they're going to feel. Especially when it comes to the tires. I mean, you never know what the tires are going to be taking. And, of course, you don't know what type of racing we're going to be experiencing. I mean, this is the first time we ever get a chance to call a Gran Turismo race here live on YouTube. So if you guys like what you see, make sure you guys like, comment, and, of course, subscribe. We will definitely be checking out the comments later on, so stay tuned for that as we get ready to head down to the pretty much the turn one of the racetrack, the actual racetrack itself.
Yeah, I believe we have 10 drivers in the field tonight. 11 drivers currently in the race as Riley is the pace car. We'll go through the lineup here. Always Joker on pole. Starting alongside him will be Ghost. Just behind them in third place will be Fluffy Sachs. Jason Cole alongside Fluffy in fourth. Dolgen will be in fifth. Nose starting sixth. Isaiah Warner starting eighth. Seventh. A-Trout starting eighth. T-Bird starting ninth. And Fire Slayer will be starting 10th. As he has yet to fire up the car.
Don't know, but of course, we definitely do see some similar schemes between Warner and of course Nobes. So definitely gonna be a lot of fun. And of course, you talked about it. I mean, always Joker running that animated girl scheme. I mean, I think Heredia would definitely be approved of that as well as Electric. But we're almost getting ready to go to green here, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to experience some action-packed racing for you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. As we see a lot of confusion on where's Fireslayer. He's still in the middle of the racetrack, so hopefully Riley will or somebody will let him know what's happening. So
Yeah, this is just strange here. We got a blue flag for the Mazda. Riley's going to get right behind him here, and looks like he's going to try to push his car out of the racing lane, but just not working here. Not really sure what's going on there with the Mazda, as everybody's just going to have to split them here. This is just quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Might be a lag out. You see his wheels are turned to the side here. Not really sure what's going on.
Green
but
flag?
we see the cars are green, yeah. We do have a green flag. Joker and the Ghost get way out in front of the pack already in the McLaren. Fluffy Sacks right behind them in the Ford. Just behind them in the, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Turn one right now, as we see always Joker currently in the lead over Ghost. As we see Dolgen up in third, Fluffy Sacks in fourth, A-Trout in fifth. Of course, Jason Cole sixth, Nobes seventh, and Warner eighth. As we look to see some of the action, let's go ahead and check out the battle between Jason Cole, Fluffy Sacks, and A-Trout, the battle for fourth place. Oh man, this is what will going to be really interesting, especially with these turns. I mean, these drivers are going to have to be aware of when the breaking point is going to be.
Yeah, we saw T-Bird just had a really unfortunate start all the way in the back there, way off the pace after that wreck. Always Joker in front. The Ghost not far behind him, just 7 tenths. 5 tenths back on the Ghost is Dolgen. He's got a very, very fast GR4. This is one of the fastest cars in this class, as well as the GR3 classes. We see him get a huge run on Ghost. Let's see what he can do here on the bottom. Ghost going up to top, trying to draft off his McLaren partner of Always Joker. Now just 4 tenths back off his partner. Dolgen maybe looking for the move here going into the chicane, but patience is key as he kind of hits the wall there. Let's just see what he does going into this corner. They've got a big gap to H-Trout, almost a 2 second, or about almost a second gap to H-Trout. Dolgen right behind these two McLarens, showing some great speed. I think this could be a two-stop. I think if it's a two-stop, you're going to go medium softs. If it's a one-stop, you could go medium, I think, and I think you could make it to the end of the race in these GR4 cars. It just all depends on how fast these guys are off the jump. You see A-Trout just behind these guys. Everybody's going to have to watch out for the Mazda here because, he's still there, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, as we see, pretty much so far, it looks to be the Ghost with a really fast lap so far. Joker in the lead, but here comes Dolgen. Dolgen is going to try to work some moves on the Ghost to battle for second. Meanwhile, Joker is trying to be able to pull away, but we'll see what he can do here. Ghost is gaining a lot of momentum here. As we see him. Really good turn.
Yeah, really good set of corners for the Ghost as we see somebody a little bit farther back. Fluffy Sacks getting off the course, getting passed by Jason Cole in the Porsche for fifth. Shout out Jason Cole coming over to GT7 as well. Made the playoffs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series portion of the league and is out here in GR4 showing he can be a driver as well to contend with. A-Trout slowly falling back off the leader in the, I just can't pronounce that car name. I think it's, I don't know. It starts with a P.
I have no idea.
I just don't want to try to butcher it, so I'm just not going to butcher it. We're going to call it Jackson's team. That is what we'll call it. Dolgen and Trout teammates on Jackson's team in GR4 as we see them in McLaren's way out front. Jason Cole in the Porsche, the next guy up as a manufacturer in fifth. Fluffy Sacks in the Ford Mustang in sixth. Nobes in the Hyundai in seventh. Isaiah Warner in the Hyundai in eighth. T-Bird, I believe, is in the Renault in ninth. And Fire Slayer, the 10th car on the track, and the Mazda still yet to get the engine fired up on the front stretch.
And of course, not Fluffy, but always Joker slowly, pretty much pulling away from the Ghost, but the Ghost is not giving up yet. So far it has been always Joker who has led the most laps here at the Daytona Road Course. And don't forget, we go from road course racing back to short track racing this coming Wednesday live on our YouTube channel with the Truck Series heading over to Bristol, and of course our doubleheader Thursday. Make sure you guys tune in for that. But yet right now it is all about the Gran Turismo racing here on Hennessy. As we see the Ghost, he's going to try to be able to pull a move, but he will not. But it looks like Dolgen, oh, they're getting closer to Joker. They're getting really
Joker.
close.
I think he really overdrove that set of corners. Now the Ghost may be able to pull a move on him for the lead here. Dolgen right behind them. Oh, Joker getting his left rear tire a little bit off the course. Gonna shut the door on the Ghost in the middle of the corner. Ghost could get a good run on him off the corner, but looks like Joker's going to continue to pull this gap. He's got 6/10 on him here coming into this sort of a dogleg type of turn. Down into a hairpin here. Let's just see what he can do. The Ghost is still not able to gain time off the edge of the corner. Joker really, really good from the center off. Dolgen in the on Jackson's team here, just shortly behind them. I think he's just biding his time. He's got a really fast Gr.4 tonight. A-Trout as well, but he's sadly losing time consistently, as well as Nobes. All these other guys just struggling to keep up with this top three. Dolgen right on the back of the McLaren, not going to try to pass him here. Looks like he's going to try to push the McLaren. Yeah. And Joker is still 9/10 ahead of these guys with a really fast car tonight. Interesting golf scheme. I personally, for one, do not approve, but I think that's the goal. I think that's what he was looking for when he put it on there. So.
And of course, he's driving in that LeBron James number because we all know he's a big fan of the LA Lakers, which unfortunately they didn't make it to the playoffs. But look at this, though. Ghost is right there on his back bumper. He is right there. One bad move that Joker can do, then the Ghost can be able to execute it. As they get ready to pass Fire Slayer, which is still stuck in the middle of the track. Side by side goes Ghost and Joker, but yet now Joker still stays up in front of the Ghost. Let's see what's going to happen here going into turn one.
Yeah, I think these McLaren teammates just trying to work together here at the front of the field as we see Dolgen driving really, really hard into the corner, try to catch up with these guys. We got Joker a little bit of tire smoke here. Looks like he's just drove it in a little bit too hot. Maybe got that tire, that right front, looked like was smoking a bit. Really drove it in. A lot of heat on that tire as we see the Ghost with a really good set of corners here. He's been better with Joker on the entry to this corner, but just not good on center off. But here he's got a decent run. He could do something with it in the hairpin as they approach, get through the dog leg. We'll see who carries the most speed through here. It seems to be the Ghost as he continues to gain on Joker's time, almost down to 4/10. A little bit harder, deeper on braking from the Ghost. Oh, Joker with a little bit of oversteer as you see the rear end of his car come out from underneath him. Directly behind him is the Ghost. 1 second back, still Dolgen holding strong. Joker a little bit off the course as well as Ghost going a little bit wide there off the corner. Ghost is right there with him. I think Ghost, if he wants to make the move here, he definitely can. But I don't think he wants to yet. I think he wants this 1-2 just as much as Joker wants this 1-2. But it's going to be interesting to see how these two race each other if this is what it comes down to. If they continue to pull away from Dolgen, it's a high chance that it'll be between them two. We see Trout and Nobes, though, however, making up a little bit more time. Maybe they're going for a different strategy. These McLarens have been pushing really hard. They're 5-6 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Maybe Dolgen and Trout going for the one-stop.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. I'm going to go to the hood cam of the Ghost, and you can see that he is right behind Joker. I mean, like you said before, he doesn't want to make a move, but at some point, you're going to have to, probably about around the end of the first round of pit stops that we'll be seeing here shortly.
As we see him get frisky down here in turn one, the Ghost right behind his teammate, right on the bumper. Pit stops could be coming within the next 5 to 6 laps, I think, unless guys are trying the two-stop. But I don't see if it's only 21 laps, I really don't see why you would do a two-stop. Somebody like A-Trout, I really think he's on the one-stop strat here, medium to medium compound, maybe hard to medium compound, hard to soft even. It just depends. I think Joker and Ghost could be on a medium, soft. I'm not not 100%. It looks like they're on softs now, but as we know, we don't know. Joker really overshoots the corner. Ghost's gonna get underneath him and look like give his teammate just another break. These guys really working together to get way out front. Almost 3 seconds on Dolgen now.
And yet, as they're ready to pull away from Dolgen, I mean, it's going to be the battle between these two. I mean, if anything, Soaps, you know these two very well, and we can expect something right at the end here. Can you agree with me on that?
Possibly, as we see the Ghost having his left blinker on. Not really sure what that's for, but got the best Sector 1 so far right there, 117, or Sector 2, I believe, 117. He does have the fastest lap as well, so maybe that puts some pressure on Joker, his McLaren teammate, but a little bit overshot the corner there. I just don't know if these guys are going to race each other hard. I wish they would now, give us a good show, but you know they're going to save it for when it matters most, and I understand that. You know, you want to help your teammate as much as possible and get way out front. As we see Nobes making a good move on Dolgen, or I'm sorry, Trout here for 4th place. He's going to get around him. Maybe Nobes can start catching up. Looks like he's changed his strategy up, possibly going to a stronger fuel compound in the engine, maybe more power in the fuel to make that move happen, and hopefully try to catch some of these guys up in front of him.
And of course, as you see, Fire Slayer is still in the middle of the track. I mean, I think people are still trying to get a hold of him. As we see, Dolgen, I don't know if he came down to the pits or what, but
that was Trout. That was a Trout coming down to the pits. He is changing to softs, I believe, or he was on the soft compound. We're going to see what tires he switches up here. A Trout, currently in P8, as he gets swallowed up by the pits. Still not in the box.
I want to say this is the first time I think we've ever called a actual live action shot of the pits. There it is. There it is.
There it goes. Is he? What kind of tires are they going to put on? It looks like he might have been on softs to begin with, and he's putting softs on again.
This is a very unique scene here, especially to get a chance to watch this for the first time ever. And of course, now you see that Trout is coming out of the pit road. As we go back to the front, there we see it. I mean, these two are pulled away from Dolgen.
Oh, Fluffy Sack's way off the course. Going to get passed by Isaiah Warner for P6.
Oh, man. You know he's got to be frustrated with that. And I do like this camera shot of we get a chance to see the driver in the in-car camera. This is very unique. I definitely like the camera footages that Gran Turismo is providing us. And of course, we see Trout still in pit road. I don't know what's happening with him. But yeah, right now your current top 3 is always Joker, the Ghost, and Dolgen, with Nobes in 4th, JC Cole in 5th, Warner 6th, Fluffy Sack 7th, T-Bird 8th, Trout 9th, and of course Fire Slayer still in the middle of pretty much the road with about 3 or 4 laps down.
Yeah, always Joker going to reclaim the fastest lap here. Not really sure what kind of strategy these guys are going for. Joker just able to hold a gap on his McLaren teammate of the Ghost. Both of these guys have worked really hard, practiced really hard for this race. I think they kind of came into the race knowing they would have some really fast McLarens, and they're showing it tonight. I'm really excited to race in the GT3 race myself in the Mazda. Can't wait to get that underway. Really unfortunate we had some power issues with Fire Slayer there. Not really sure what's going on. Hopefully I don't have the same engine-related troubles before the race. Joker just really I'm not really sure if he's overdriving that corner. He could be doing that on purpose to really help his exit out of the hairpin, but we see Ghost just gaining more time on him there. It looks like Joker's trying really hard to not overdrive the car, but he's ended up doing it anyways. Ghost gets another really good run on him, but I'm sure he's going to stay behind his teammate here. No need to really make a pass at this stage in the race.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering what's up with the blinkers. I mean, the dude's got his blinkers on for some reason, so I don't know.
Yeah, that could just be a strategy. We don't really know.
That could be the case. I mean, if so, it'll be a very interesting strategy. But the Ghost is right behind him, and like you called it before, Soaps. I mean, he is not making any sort of passes. I mean, he's just going to stay right behind him. And of course, we'll see what they'll do in due time. But let's go ahead and check out the Dolgen, who is going through the I think going through this part of the road course.
I think we
That's
should check out Nobes here. This guy in the Hyundai, he has made incredible time. He went all the way up to, I believe, fifth. He passed H-Route for fifth before H-Route had some engine troubles and seemed to have lost connection from the race. But Nobes is now almost within a second of Dolgen, and Jason Cole has also done a move not far behind him as we see Fluffy Sachs making a move on the outside of Isaiah Warner coming out of the chicane to regain sixth place. Maybe Fluffy now putting the power back down. We shoot back up to Nobes. Dolgen coming down on pit road. He does have the softs. Started the race on the softs. This is lap 8. I could see the mediums coming on here for Dolgen possibly to make it to the end of the race with a little bit of fuel saving on a one stop. But these guys are way out front, Joker and the Ghost. I assume they are also on the soft compound, and they are way ahead of these guys. 20-second gap to third place of Nobes, who in the Hyundai has done a really good job to manage his tires and manage his fuel. I believe he was saving off the jump and now possibly putting the power down in the engine and trying to make up some more time on these guys, but he's losing time as of right now to the Ghost and Joker, who are just way, way ahead of the field. I mean, this is just really surprising. As we see T-Bird here having some trouble.
And of course, right now we're watching Dolgen in pit road right now. He likes the four soaps. He was currently on the softs, but I mean he could be coming out with the mediums. Yeah, you are very correct. He came out with the mediums, so he's going to be in P7th right now. As we get back there, now it's going to put Nobes. Oh, we have a yellow flag. No passing, so something must have happened here. I don't know what went down. I'm trying to find what went down, but that portion of the racetrack is pretty much currently under a yellow. As we now get back under green, as our current top 3 now, it is Joker, the Ghost, and of course Jason Cole after Dolgen went down to pit road. So I mean that's going to be able to put the battle between Nobes and Fluffy Sachs to be really interesting. And here comes Ghost side by side with Joker. That's going to put the first lead change of the race. Here comes Ghost making a pass to always Joker. I don't know if that was kind of a little bit of trying to be able to save some tires for Joker or what went down. But either way, though, Ghost is going to take advantage and make the pass to Joker for the lead.
Yeah, really good move by Ghost there for the lead. Also, something we might have missed there was Jason Cole in the Porsche able to get around Nobes in the Hyundai. Nobes with a lot more top end speed than the Porsche here as we see him travel down in turn 1. These guys are far behind these two leaders, but the fight for the podium is still on as we see Nobes driving in really hard. Jason Cole going to overdrive the corner a little bit in the Porsche, take a really wide exit. Nobes going to gain a lot of time on him there. Let's see if he can make an aggressive move on the brakes and the hairpin and hopefully gain some more time into the dogleg. As we go down into this corner here, Jason Cole again just missing the lane on the very bottom. He's going to have a little bit of an exit here though. Nobes spinning the tires, rear end slipping from underneath him, and we see Jason Cole going to pull that gap again back on him in the Porsche. Very good job by Jason Cole as well. He was one of those guys that they had not been down pit road yet, as well as the two McLarens out front. I think everybody here going for the one stop. Dolgen is now switched to the mediums, and he's going to try to catch these McLarens as well. But I just think Dolgen, he does not have the pace that these two in front of him have. Hopefully, pitting early can maybe gain that time and regain his third place. But Jason Cole right now looks really strong in the Porsche. He's showing consistency, and he's up to almost 3-second gap on those. But we just saw they were so close to one another, and now he's pulling away just like that again.
And of course, we're going back to the lead here between the Ghost and Joker. We're seeing the Ghost with a pretty much above in the lead of Joker by 4 seconds. So Ghost got himself a really good lap. I mean, pretty much the fast lap he has gotten was a 1.56 on Joker. That was back at lap number 6. We're getting ready to have 10 laps to go here at the Daytona road course. But yet, don't miss out. Don't miss out because we still have more racing to come. As Masopes mentioned, he'll get a chance to race coming up next here very soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of excitement. And you guys do not want to miss it out. And, of course, if you guys are watching us live, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and don't miss out on anything Hennessy Performance Racing League.
We see Joker going to make a really aggressive move on his teammate, hard on the brakes underneath the McLaren to regain the lead. The Ghost now falling in right behind him. What a move from Joker there. Really, really hard on the brakes. Was able to get underneath him and then make it stick. Gets the run off, and as well as now going to start pulling time back on his teammate. Not really sure what these guys are doing. I mean, fighting is fun. It puts on a really good show for us, but it also hurts your time to Jason Cole, who's yet to pit in the Porsche. He continues to gain time on Nobes, and it looks like he's starting to cut into the lead of these two McLarens as they start getting feisty here for the lead. Joker going to overdrive the corner here just a slight bit. Ghost's going to get a really good runoff. He's going to have the slipstream on his teammate. We'll see if he can pull a move maybe on the outside coming off of turn 2 here of the super speedway portion of the track. We'll just see what he does. Slipstream not really as strong as maybe I thought it would be with these two cars way out front, but Jason Cole continues to make up time. Now almost 21 seconds back off the leaders. At one point, I believe he was up to 30 seconds back off the leaders when he was in P6, P5. So Jason Cole showing the pace on the Porsche. Beautiful scheme on the Porsche as well. This Castrol Los type scheme. Not sure how to pronounce that, but I like that scheme.
Loctite, I think that, but either way though, I mean, you can pretty much pretty much find them in local stores because I think they sell super glue, I believe. So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. So, you guys can check that out. But anyways, we're not talking about sponsors, but yet we do see the Ghost and
McLarens, yes.
Both McLarens are coming down to pit road, but yet which one's coming out? They were on mediums. So who's going to come out first? I believe this could be Joker's advantage here, but we'll have to definitely see what goes on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if drivers have individual pit boxes or if it's a double stack.
As Jason Cole is now in the lead.
Jason Cole will inherit the lead here. Ghost and Joker really low on fuel. Nobes as well is going to come in. He was on the soft compound, so now, I mean, if he switches it up maybe to the mediums, he could gain a little bit of time. The Ghost and Joker possibly going medium to medium compound. I believe they are. As we look back on, Jason Cole and Isaiah Warner in the Porsche and Hyundai are the only two cars that I believe have not yet traveled down pit road. I wonder what strategy Jason Cole is going for here, as he's almost got a 17-second gap to the guy in second place, but I believe pit road is about a 50-second stop. I mean, more than a minute maybe. I'm not really quite sure. It'll be interesting to see when these guys come out. Fluffy was also on the mediums. He's going to come in. As we see the Ghost exit now, and he's going to exit behind Dolgen. So Dolgen, short-pitting these guys way before, pulled off. If Dolgen stays on this one stop, he's got a 4-second gap to the Ghost. Much older tires, however. But the Ghost now with almost a second gap on his teammate Joker, a 2.5-second gap. So that's interesting there. Dolgen short-pitted them by about 4 to 5 laps, and it looks like that time paid off, but for how long as he overshoots the corner there? Going to have to try to really drive it off the corner here. You see the Ghost gaining time on him. It's going to be interesting to see when these tires level out, if they level out. Will these McLarens just blow by him? Will he battle him? It'll be really interesting. I'm glad we have a fight like this for the win in Gr.4 here to start off the Gran Turismo series. Coming to 8 laps to go here at Daytona Road Course. Just a great way to start off the season, I think. Really interesting strategies here.
I mean, we're pretty much currently back on our leader, Jason Cole. I mean, you definitely said it, Ms. Opes. What a very interesting strategy. What a really, really interesting way to kick things off with our Gran Turismo series here as we see Fireslayer finally. I don't know what's going on with him. It says he's currently in pit road, but he's still out there on racetrack. But either way, though. But as we're saying, yeah, I mean, very awesome start to our Gran Turismo series here on YouTube. It is definitely going to be fun. It's definitely going to be chaotic. But yeah, let's go ahead and go up to the Ghost. As we see, he is gaining time on Dolgen. So what's going to happen once when the Ghost does approach to Dolgen? We'll have to figure that out. And of course, what's going to happen between Warner and Jason Cole? I mean, when are they going to start coming to pit road? As we now have 7 laps to go here at the Daytona Road Course.
Yeah, Jason Cole with a 20-second gap on Warner. Dolgen about 30 seconds back. That's not enough for a pit stop unless he's thinking, only fuel. Possibly. Maybe you could make hards last this whole entire race. I'm not really quite sure on that, but it'd be really interesting to see when he comes in, if he comes in. I'm assuming you have to come in. I mean, there's no way I think you go this full 21 laps on lean fuel. But if that's what he's trying, it could pay off. It really could, because Dolgen's not making making up that much time on this Porsche. I mean, the McLarens have really gapped up to Dolgen, and this could be the race for the win between third, fourth, and fifth. But with Jason Cole's pace, I'm just not quite sure what he's doing. I'm not 100% on the strategy, and if he pulls off without pitting this entire race, that would be, I don't really know. I don't see that happening. I don't think, but it could. This is our first race, so.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely something that we're all gonna have to keep our eyes on. I mean, this is something, strategy wise, gonna have to see. And I think Fleischer did disappear.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes the leader, Jason Cole.
And that's gonna put Warner in to the lead unless if he comes down as well. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on Warner. What is he gonna do here? He is slowing down, so he could be coming in pit road as time by. No, he is not. He is going to stay out, and he is going to be our leader. Warner is your new leader.
The Hyundai SLP Racing team owner LB Allen, showcasing one of his drivers here, early way out front in the lead. Now this H-Route's P3. I don't think that's correct. No. Dolgen moves up to P2 here. He's about 8.5 seconds behind Warner, who has not stopped yet. So maybe Warner going for the no-stop strat. Jason Cole dropped back all the way to P7 here, behind a few guys. I believe he did change the tires. He was on hards. He's going to stick more hards back on. Isaiah Warner with about an 8-second lead on Dolgen. Dolgen 2 seconds to Joker. So maybe Joker and Ghost trying to get it figured out. If Dolgen goes to the end of this one, he could win the race, with Warner having to pit here. Dolgen going really wide there. We see Joker and Ghost. They're going to have to work together if they want to catch him. And this could be a 3-car race for the win, which would be very exciting to watch. But Jason Cole, dropped back to P5. He is 10 seconds behind the Ghost. So what I'm thinking is Jason Cole went down, did not change the tires, and took enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. If he can put the power down, he can gain on Ghost. But I just don't see him catching these McLarens. I really don't. As we see him losing time. Oh, he's actually gaining time a little bit here through the corner. It's just it's an up and down process here with Porsche. The McLarens are right on each other. Dolgen now with about a 1.5 second gap to Joker in second. Isaiah Warner still in the lead for SLP Racing in the Hyundai, about 6 seconds ahead.
Dolgen.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all three right here jumbled up on one another here. Dolgen into the corner. Dolgen going really wide into the ground.